Hello, Unbalanced Listeners. It's Brian from the Unbalanced Views of History podcast. We are currently working on our latest story, the Great Chinatown Murder Mystery. The first episode will be available Friday, August 19th, but in the meantime, here's a little teaser from that episode. I hope you enjoy it. On that beautiful day, Sun Leong, owner of a so-called chop suey restaurant at 782 8th Avenue, knocked on the door of a fourth-floor apartment above the restaurant, just as he had done multiple times each day for nearly a week.
Okay.
Just as those previous days, Leong's knocks went unanswered. But on this day, a terrible smell leached into the air outside the door.
Yep.
So he decided to report the disappearance of that apartment's resident, his cousin, Leon Ling. Sun Leong strolled to the West 47th Street police station amid the flurry of construction noise as workers diligently built the Grand Central Terminal for the rapidly expanding subway system. Leong filed a report, and Officer John Reardon was dispatched to return with him to Leon Ling's apartment. A locksmith unlocked the door, and Reardon opened it. There, in the center of the room, Reardon and Leong saw a large trunk, bound and tied with a thick rope. They managed to untie the rope and open the trunk. When they lifted the lid, the men expected to find Leon Ling's body, but instead, they discovered a female corpse stuffed inside with rope around her neck. Reardon acted Captain Post at the 47th, who came and inspected the scene personally. He then turned the investigation over to Captain Arthur Carey of the Homicide Bureau at the Detective Bureau of the NYPD. By day's end on June 18th, 1909, police officers, detectives, and the coroner had all inspected the crime scene. They had interrogated the building's residents. Police arrested several Chinese men who happened to be at the building when they arrived. The men were Yi Kim, who managed the restaurant, Chin Sung, who lived in the building, and Dong Wing, who lived on Pell Street in Chinatown. Since none of the men could provide any information about the murder, they were all eventually released on bail. In Leon's apartment, police discovered numerous letters that were written to Ling by various American women. 35 of the letters were signed Elsie. Elsie Siegel was a 19-year-old white woman from Washington Heights. She disappeared on June 9th while on her way to visit her grandmother's house. There were no reports about whether she was wearing a red hood.
Okay. Okay. That is funny.
Siegel's family came to the police station, identified the clothes and jewelry that was found on the corpse. It was official. Elsie Siegel was no longer a missing person. She was a murder victim. Intriguing. Okay, that is a little teaser for you. The first episode of the Great Chinatown Murder Mystery will be released Friday, August 19th. Please come back and check it out. All right, thanks a lot.